everybody, my name's Ed Durbis. This is 93 Drive. Today we're driving a 2021 Volvo XC60 plug-in, 2.0 liter turbocharged, supercharged, and plugged in, producing 415 horsepower and 494 pounds of torque, and it'll get it from 0 to 60 in 5.0 seconds, and it'll cross the quarter mile at 13.6 at 101.6 miles an hour. So with that being said, let's go find out what this Volvo XC60 Polestar has to offer. So let's go. All right, let's get in the Volvo. Here we go. Ignition switch right there. Everything comes to life. It is on hybrid. To change the modes, we gotta go to driver select, push down. We're at hybrid. As you can see, you can get pure. We'll go to Polestar engineering. That starts the engine. Everything's pretty well laid out. Typical Volvo materials, a little hard plastic, but otherwise pretty good. Obviously it's a Polestar, so it does have the sport seats and the yellow seat belts as well. Everything is controlled right here. You can push this button and you can swipe it either way, and then come down, you swipe down, it'll give you the settings. Go back there, current position, just hit not, it'll give you a navigation system for basically you just pump that, or you could just swipe it. It gives you all the information you need there. Pretty intuitive for the most part. Let's go there. Miles per gallon right now. Station is on. All second, and your control for the knob. So with that being said, let's go. All right, here we go. Yellow seatbelt for Polestar. Let's head out, roll out, and see what this Volvo is all about. Steering's pretty light. Like I said, we switched in Polestar. There's no Sports or Sports Plus here, so Polestar is gonna be it feels pretty peppy. I drove it down here on hybrid mode, and it's extremely quiet. I couldn't even tell if the car was on. When I picked it up, I couldn't really tell that it was on or not. So it rides pretty smooth. Steering is really light, like I just mentioned. So we're gonna go and take it through our little test. We're definitely in a different, complete new area. A big shout out to Volvo of Bethesda, Maryland, for letting us come down and take this car for a video. And a big thanks to my friend Brian Butler. His information is right down below. So we'll take it down a little road, see how it feels, how it drives. We'll do a little standstill at some point and go through a little curvy road farther up ahead, and then we'll head back and do our final thoughts. But so far it's just riding just perfectly well. No drama. There's plenty of room here, plenty of room to carry stuff in the back. Obviously you can put stuff on top. You get the racks, and the seat, doing the fact that it is a sports model, all sports. Just a little intro. Polestar is basically their division of tuning and racing, which would be equivalent to, say, an M for BMW or an AMG for Mercedes, for that matter. So that's where we're at. So far so good. Rides pretty smoothly. So let's get farther down, and we'll find a place where we could do a little bit of a standstill and see what she's like, and then we'll go through a twisty road that like I mentioned, farther ahead, and then final thoughts. So let's get down there. I'm eager. All right, for all the beans and the marbles, here we go. Throttle down. Yeah, she's not lightning fast, that's for sure. You can definitely feel the weight. And I think that 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. I think you have to find just the perfect condition, because that didn't even feel close to that 5 seconds to 60. So let's take it down to our, go find Twisty down the road here, and then we'll see how she does around the twisties. And then we'll head back with the final thoughts. But yeah, that was a little, I mean, it did take it a second to spew up, but once it did, it also kind of bunkered down a little bit in the back, but yeah, I would think that you probably have to be at a nice, really warm track to be able to get that 5 seconds to 60. So go around this biker guy and then let's go find a twisty. All right, here we go. Got a little twisty road coming up ahead. Let's see how she does. Holding up pretty well, I have to say. Not a lot of body roll. Staying pretty planted here on this road. The one thing I do have to say is that the ride is bumpy. That is for sure. It's definitely, the setting on the suspension is definitely set for more adventure spirited driving like this, but even so, it's still pretty bumpy, which it takes away some of the confidence because of it, because it kind of makes it jiggle a little bit, where you want it to be able to just stay flat. Well, there you have it. All right, here we go. Final thoughts, and we're heading back in the Volvo XC60 Polestar plug-in. I do have to say it really is it's a nice car, but the one thing that I do have to say, and it's right there, I mentioned earlier when we're going up that twisty road, it's that it is bouncy. I switched it over to hybrid mode to see if that would change the setting on the suspension, but no. So I put it back to Polestar because that's how we do here at 9 and 3. Try to get the most out of the car and the engines. And yeah, it is a bouncy car. If the pavement is not smooth, you're gonna feel it. So with that being said, if you don't like a bouncy feeling, I would not go with the Polestar. I'm sure that the base model, non-sports model, probably has a much softer suspension for those soccer parents, because really technically these cars are meant for that, and also for the safety and technology that Volvo is so well known for. But other than that, you know, it feels good. I mean, the steering is nice. It's nice. It gets heavier as the speed moves up. Look at that Jag. That's a nice Jag. Wow. Anywho, yeah, and everything works well. The touchscreen screen works well. You can change it to the navigation, temperature control. It's pretty intuitive, so it's pretty easy to just get in here and just get used to what to all the settings that you need. Great head-up display. The Bondmaster Wilson sound system sounds great. Yes, there's a little bit of plastic on the car. You can see it, you can feel it. So at this point, price point, yeah, there should be a little more shine to it and not straight off feel plasticky. But other than that, seats hold you pretty well. They're nice and tight. Obviously you have all the controls on the side, bolsters, and the lever is nice to have just a regular shift and lever. You have to get used to maybe a thing or two, but other than that, you get used to it pretty quickly. Room wise, there's plenty of room. You can carry as much stuff as you'd like I mentioned earlier. So overall, great panoramic sunroof. I really do like these yellow seat belts. And speaking of yellow seat belts, the appearance of this car is actually really attractive car. It's got that traditional Volvo like hips in the back. And this one's got the 21-inch spokes rims with those yellow brake calipers that really do shine, especially the way they are. They're nice and polished. They're not that black like most manufacturers going with the sports look. They want to have those black rims, but this looks really nice and tasteful. This got the nice steel gray paint, which seems to be a very popular color these days in a lot of cars. And if you Google it, it's actually one of the most popular colors, that white and black. But anyway, it rides just perfectly. But like I said, just going through there, I could feel the undulations on the road. So that goes to show you how bumpy you can get in here. So yeah, great car. If the things that you want to do with it is basically just haul groceries, go to Costco, carry kids to school, to soccer, baseball, whatever it is, it's perfectly fine. But as I noticed, it's Polestar edition, so in that regards, it left me a little bit wishing a little bit more. I wish that the numbers from 0 to 60 were a little tad bit more accurate. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Like I said, it's not quite there, but and the 13.6 to the quarter mile, same thing. Someone's crossing the road with a stroller, yeah, and not the perfect place to cross. Yeah, like I said, we're always encountering morons around here. But anywho, that is my take. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe. Thumbs up if you like this video. Do share the video with your friends and family. It does help the channel grow. Comments are super important. I love to hear what you guys have to say. So do comment. And as always, make sure you turn on that notification bell. Ding! That way you know when the next video is coming up. A huge thanks to Volvo of Bethesda, Maryland for opening the doors and letting us take this car out. A huge thanks to my friend Brian Butler who made this happen. All of their information is down below. Same thing with the information of this car that is sitting on their lot as we are speaking. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next video very soon. Until then, bye.